People of color have long had a history of having to struggle just for the bare necessities here in America. Time and time again, it's been proven that we have to work twice as hard just to get a fraction of what we deserve. Lately, that's even come down to a cup of coffee. We can't even wait inside of a coffee shop in peace without being arrested. But today, we're gonna prove that we don't need anybody to make our coffee. We're gonna make our own damn coffee by any means necessary. Fuck Starbucks. Coffee by any means necessary. You can have certain tools that are better than others. You can put a cup of instant coffee in the microwave, but we're gonna go right mid-level with things that you can easily access and make your own cup of joe. Cancel that. We ain't making a cup of joe. This is our coffee. We're making a cup of Joe Real. You start off by using the bare necessities. You need a French press. You need a bag of whole bean coffee. You need a grinder for that whole bean coffee. You need some sort of scoop, a teaspoon, tablespoon, whatever kind of coffee scoop you use. Hell, you could pull a spoon out your drawer that don't match any of the other silverware in there. Today, however, we're gonna use 1 tablespoon coffee scoop. You also need a cup and saucer. Those should match too, much like your girlfriend's panties and bra. You also need a kettle to boil your water. So step 1 is gonna be bringing your water to a boil. Fill your water kettle up high as you can, not too far, you don't want it spilling over. Make sure that you bring it to a boil. Use fresh, clean water, not that pot of hot dog water that's been sitting on your stove for a week. Now, while your fresh, clean water is boiling, this is the time when you go ahead and grind up your coffee beans. Get your clips on and get to grinding. So, you're gonna fill up your grinder to the top with whole coffee beans. Remember, coffee beans are at their most flavorful and their most fresh before you grind them up. So the minute you start doing that, the flavor starts to exit the coffee bean, so you wanna make this a quick, speedy process. You gotta whip that wrist like the Migos. Get your stir fry on, I ain't had my coffee today. I couldn't get in Starbucks. That's why I'm off. See what I mean? We gotta take it in our own hands. Coffee by any means necessary. You go ahead and separate your grinder, and you should have coarse ground coffee beans that look just like this. So now you're gonna go ahead and get your French press, remove the top. Your coffee is ground up, so you're gonna put 1 tablespoon of ground coffee for every 4 ounces of water into your French press. You go ahead and fill up your scoop. If you spill a little bit, who cares? It's your damn house. 2, 3. Now, it should have been about 7 to 8 minutes while you allowed your water to boil, which is more than enough time to go in the other room and smoke a joint. After you come back inside, the first thing you're gonna do is remove your water kettle from the heat source. You take your lid off because you don't want the coffee to be too scalding hot. If you do, once the water hits the coffee, it's going to burn it and it's gonna have that burnt, disgusting taste like Starbucks. Once you've removed the top from your water kettle, give it a minute for the water to cool off just a little bit. You don't want it too boiling hot. We all remember what happened in that McDonald's drive-thru. So you want to give it just a little bit of time to kind of level off. I say it's enough time to make 3 wishes for the manager at Starbucks who was rude to the black guys. Oh, please, let her be fired. I heard the bitch got transferred. Oh, please, let her get a flat tire on the way home, and please let her get a traffic ticket beforehand, please. Remember, we said 1 tablespoon of coffee for every 4 ounces of water. It takes a minute to pour, just like a drunk piss. Now, you take the top from your French press and drop the press just above where the water stops. You're gonna leave the top of your French press on for about 60 seconds. Just enough time for the air to move around. Then you remove it, and we're going to stir the coffee. Use the back of your spoon. Stir that coffee up good. Then you're gonna put the top of your French press back on for about another 3 to 4 minutes, which is just enough time for you to go into the nearest bathroom and find a My Vidster video and or Pornhub, whatever's most convenient, and then come back to the coffee once you have the cream.
A few moments later.
Now it's time to go ahead and complete the next step of the process. Make like the video you just watched and put it down. Take your French press and push it all the way down to the bottom of your coffee. Push those coffee grounds all the way down in. Remember, stroke, push, push. You put your back in it, push. You gotta push the coffee grinds. It's time to pour this coffee. Look how pretty that is. All right, it's time to taste the coffee. Let's see what we did. But first, let's fix one thing. Now let's taste it. Delicioso. You see, I created this coffee on my own terms, by any means necessary. I didn't have to sit in a musty-ass Starbucks, sit next to white people in H&M monkey hoodies and Cabela boots who voted for Trump watching Fox News on their Android phones, drinking that nasty coffee that somebody slaved over and didn't make no money making, that was burnt before it even got in my cup any damn way. I made this coffee at home on my grown man shit. You can too. Tune in next time, you guys. Grown man shit.